This is Ivy Pro Chris Tuttle, your teammate and friend Josh Halladay, and we're gonna demonstrate a standing military press. Now, this is not a strict press or like a press you would see like in a powerlifting meet. This is just a basic military press. There's different variations of it in the sense of how far you bring the bar down. A lot of times I'll tell people you bring the bar down as far as your shoulder or mobility is comfortable with. Is it proper to touch your chest, come all the way down in a clean and jerk? Sure, but we're not gonna do that today. We're gonna do basic, and he's gonna stop just shy of his chin. One thing to note, that generally when the shoulder passes the midline of the body down, in some cases it can jeopardize your rotator cuff muscles or your shoulder in general. So some people stopping midway keeps a lot of pressure on the shoulder, still gives a mechanical advantage and able to stimulate the muscle without causing risk of injury. Again, these are basic movements, and we're gonna go ahead and demonstrate standing military press right now, the correct way. As you can see, his elbows are underneath the weight. That's the most important thing ever. You go ahead and press above your head, and he presses straight up. Come down. If you notice too, he has a staggered stance for stability. Some people will stand with their feet side by side, but sometimes what that does is it allows the body, people arch their back excessively to allow their chest to come more in play. Since he's completely vertical, you can see his delt is the prime mover in this motion, leaving a lot of the upper chest out of it. Again, his elbows are underneath the weight. Now do 2 reps incorrectly, or a lot of people will start to try to engage the chest and their elbows come back. This jeopardizes the shoulder significantly and puts more pressure using the chest. Tucking under puts the shoulder in a safer environment, allowing more of the interior delt to do more of the driving force. And of course, proper mechanics decrease risk of injury. As far as grip goes, grip is really sometimes preference. Again, sometimes the closer you go in, you're gonna inevitably have to tuck your elbows in more. That theoretically could be safer for your shoulder. Being wider is you have better mechanical advantage. The bar is not traveling as far as a distance. There's less triceps involved versus coming here. He chose a grip with his ring finger on the ring, which is a good middle ground. But again, that's your preference. He's trying to build more roundness to his shoulders, and that is a good kind of middle ground for grip. Again, everybody anatomically might be a little different, so moving in on your ring finger or your middle finger on the ring might be a better choice for you. This military press can be done seated with a back, the same fashion. The biggest tip for this overall is making sure the elbow is underneath the weight. You don't want this to come back. And that is how you do a standing military press.